wherever you're going. But it's definitely one of the most comfortable seats that I've ever sat in. And that's the truth. I mean, really it is. You guys probably think I'm lying, but I'm really not. Straight up, the best chair I've ever sat in.
It's the best $300 I ever sat on.
How often do you sit on I got a stack of 300, man. I'm sitting on it, But anyways, let's get on board with the action. Sharp, look at how aggressive he is. Already pushing through, sees this player, and that's going to be thing 2 on bottom fire. Taking him out. He's just going to hang out now. Doesn't have a player. Actually has a player on wood straight in front of him. Clay now with that Remington along with the thermal. He's going to be hanging out on the tracks. Going up top, possibly going to make a transfer. Bring up that map now as he's going to make a transition over towards the second story of the red building.
All right, so Clay's still going to be watching in the middle areas. His teammate, Theory, is still going to have bomb in hand, not being overly aggressive here as they do want to take things a little slow right now. So let's talk to another player from TK as we're going to watch Sharp now. He's going to push it back into the spawn, get spotted though, and he's going to get shut down. So he was being a little aggressive, start clearing off some areas and start playing off picks.
Yeah, Theory right now being joined by Clay. They're going to work that as a duo going in that 2v3 situation, being incredibly passive as they are making their way over for that B bomb. Right now, Theory carrying your bomb. Clay goes down. Theory last alive with that Remington. Goes big with the kill. Bringing it down to a 1v2. Historify and Stainville still alive for Team Fuse. Going to make his way over for that B bomb. Not a lot of time remaining, but just enough for him to get the bomb plant, which he's going to try to do. He is going to spot a player, though, however. Yep, there it is. Spots a player over there, and Owens, and he's not going to be able to get the kill. And there you go. It is going to end as Fuse. They're going to take the first round.
Yeah, Fuse is going to take the first one as Clay was stuck in a 1v2 situation. Wheats, though, is going to go ahead and take that one 2-1, 2-in-1 already. So, you know, maybe the momentum is going to maybe get shut down. My boy Tyler, you might have been wrong, sir, but
we'll
who
see.
knows as we're going to jump on board here with Historify from a Fuse as they are going to be attacking. And this is something I haven't seen much of in the tournament. And now, anybody going underground, though, he's going to close that off. And right now, Historify with the sniper.
Oh, look at that line of
stay on
sight.
with him. But look at where the bomb carrier is. Look at where thing 2 is. Let's just jump on with him. He's so ready at the bomb.
Look at the shots.
And the placement of where he is perfect because you can't get shot through the wall, but the only way you can get is from top red, which his teammates should have been looking out for.
Well, pressure on now for Team Kaliber as the bomb's been planted. Thing 2's been dropped. Historify spots a player, misses his shot. It's going to pull out a secondary, which is that MTAR rocking that overkill. And the bomb, I think, is being diffused. Wheats needs to go in, and he's going to go down. And you know what? The bomb was already being ninja diffused by sneaky little Theory over there. He's actually going to let it go and give it to Clay, as Clay 3-0 right now, and he's going for his more specialist score streaks.
All right, so Clay is going at 3-0. He's going to get some score streaks out of that one. A 1-1 tie now between TK and Fuse. Now, that round was maybe a show of why not to be overly aggressive.
Exactly.
And Fuse was exactly overly aggressive.
You know, really, it's true, though. You know, we've seen a lot of the times aggression usually works, especially on a map such as Warhawk. However, on this map, you really put yourself at a disadvantage whenever you make that fast bomb plant. I have seen more often than not, as soon as you make that aggressive bomb plant, you go down and your team usually loses because you don't set up proper defensive positions, and that puts you at a disadvantage. But, Theory, I thought he was thinking about going underneath, but he's not going to do it. Still have yet to see a player do it. But, you know, on this map, we see a lot of the times the defensive teams wins. However, Historify is going to be dropped. Man advantage to TK. They could win an offensive round, which is a huge advantage.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 3v4 situation, and now in favor of TK. And it doesn't look like they're going to play off the picks there, but the bomb carrier is going to be in the hands of Theory. But Sharp, though, it looks like he wants to push out and get a little aggressive and start getting some kills. That is going to be 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. Now as Sharp is going to come in for that final kill here. And you know what? Maybe a little aggression is going to work as Fuse is going to be a little bit more passive when it comes to S&D.
Yeah, you know, you see Thing 2 struggling 0-3 as well as Stainville going 0-2. They need to step up their game and really bring it to Team Kaliber. Now, like I said, this really dictates, you know, whenever you win an offensive round, it really dictates whether or not you have a good chance of winning. So right now, Fuse needs to answer back, get this bomb plant down, get the defensive set up, and win this offensive round if they want a real chance to win, or else they're going to be down 2 rounds. And underground, here we go, finally. It's So we're going to see Thing 2 and Historify going underground, but there's already a player waiting for him to the left. Historify possibly going to take some damage. No,
he's on top.
He's on top. Wow.
Yeah, he's by the train.
But he's going to hear the door open, I'm assuming.
No, and the gunshots.
Oh,
there
they
you
shot.
go. So he's going to go out and he's going to get taken out there by Thing 2, so they do know where he is. So now it's the 3v3 situation where he's Thing 2 right there in the bottom Owens area, and we're going to see as he's just going to be waiting for his teammates to push up, perhaps get another kill. But also TK is playing it smart, having one player sit back by the B bomb site.
Right, and you're going to see Stainville now working his way this right-hand side. You know, Fuse, is so incredibly spread apart. Bomb goes down, the cat's out of the bag, and TK's going to go on the attack, and they're wasting a lot of time. 35 seconds remaining on the clock. They need to get this bomb down sooner than later. And I'm assuming Wheats is going to push up and join Thing 2 as they make a B bomb plant. However, there's going to be a person up top of Owen, so they got to be aware of that. And actually, there you go, Thing 2 last alive in a 1v3, and there you go, it's over. 3-1 is going to be your score, and that is the second defensive round that TK's won.
Right, the second defensive round, but third round in a row.
Right.
So they're on a little hot streak right now. So we're going to see it as TK is going to go ahead and win. I'm sorry, as TK. T-Clay.
T-Clay, okay. Hold on, let's see that little T-Clay action.
Okay, T-Clay is going to get a kill there, so that's making it 4-0 for him. 4-0 for him, so he's going to be on a little deathless streak here. And let's see if he can carry it out throughout the whole map. What if he does?
What if that is the question. What if?
What if he does? Well, that's going to be one player
Sharp.
down for TK.
And
two
Neslo.
Down. So that's Sharp and Neslo going down for TK.
Oh, and
Clay's still up. Theory's still up with the bomb in hand.
And it's going to be up top Owens, and there's going to be a player actually just below him in that cutoff section. If he looks to his left, he's going to spot him, and I think he is going to. No, doesn't peek enough. Just walks right by him. So let's hop on board with Clay. What is Clay up to? Oh, he is in the back here on crates. Quite
Watching
interesting. Pinned up. Yeah, watching flank, but pinned up. And I do believe a couple of the players just went underground. And there he goes, taking out Thing 2, bringing it down to a 2v2. And now Historify last alive all of a sudden in a 1v2. And he's on that flank. He's been spotted, I do believe. No, not just yet.
No, not yet. So Historify now is going to be pushing back. Does spot a player in front of him. That is, in fact, going to be Theory. So Clay, with the bomb in hand, is going to be the only player up from TK. Let's jump on board with him as he is sitting at 5, and he's playing this very cautiously. Mind you, crouch walking around so he doesn't get heard from Historify, even though dead silence is dead silent. It's still not completely dead or silent.
Exactly. You know, Clay right now, not the guy you want to go against in a 1v1, especially if you're Historify. Clay is on a tear, 5-0, and look at the line of sights he does have after planting that bomb. Knows that Historify is not going to be coming mid-street just yet, but notice he does have the range. What does Historify, what's he ride? I believe he's got a Remington. No, he's got Imtar, so difference in gun style here, but he's going to be making his way. And I'm assuming Clay's Spidey senses are going to be tingling and may look to his left. No, not going to see him. Historify needs to check the back. Clay spots him. No, and he gets shot from the back. Wow. Historify just did not happen to look at the bomb. Because how often does a player sit at the bomb they just planted?
No, rarely, and that's one smart play by Clay, and that's where things come into play of innovation is key in Call of Duty. So that's the 4th round in a row Team Kaliber has won, and Clayster still sitting at 6-0, so he's rocking and waiting for the perfect game right now. So Thing 2 is going to pick up the bomb for Fuse as we're going to head into the 6th round of S&D on Freight.
Yeah, and Clay at this point has to be locked out, or maxed out, excuse me, on his specialist score streak. Says we're looking at Thing 2 now. He's going to be with that snipper in the back with the dual band, looking at 3rd story of red. Not spotting anybody just yet, however. He's just going to hang back here watching the flank, but this could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing. The only positive thing that he has right now is he has a line of sights on top red. But he's missing out on getting those choke points for his teammates if they decide to push up and get a bomb plant.
All right, so we're going to see as Claystar does finally go down now. So it's going to be a 3v4 in favor of Fuse as his Thorify. He's going to get dropped as well. So Thing 2 still has the bomb in hand, pushing out ahead of his teammates right by the A bomb site, and I'm sure whoever's going to be sitting right next to it is going to sound but he's going to get taken out. So now it's all up to Wheats as well as Stainville from Fuse to grab the bomb and go for a plant, and this is what I was talking about when you're creating more objectives and more tasks for a team when you're setting the bomb out ahead.
Yeah, let's get on board with Stainville, actually. You know, give him some stream love. He's currently 0-4. He's got the Remington out with the snipper out and able to find, there it is, the stream love working for him. He gets a kill, bringing it down to a 2v2 now. Wheats and Stainville, they need to really work that situation out. Now, bomb is down. Stainville is forced to grab it and plant it at A. He has no other option. Wheats, however, needs to provide the defensive work. Sharp can make a huge clutch play here if he gets the kill, and he does.
Oh.
But Wheats goes even bigger as he was able to get the kill. He had the line of sights, and maybe this could be the momentum changer. They just won a round now, finally, and on the offensive side, which is their first offensive win.
You know what? What I always say is it can always be one round, one gunfight,
Right.
one something to completely change the momentum of your team, to get your team hyped up, and it could prove to be the winning round for Fuse if they continue on with this little win streak of round, perhaps, but we'll see. And right now, as we're going to jump on with Glacier from TK, as they're going to push for the left side here, and let's jump on with Theory. Who's going to be the bomb carrier running underground
and two people
right
following him, too. Watch out for
Yeah.
that. They are pushing for B strongly. Going to go ahead and
Ooh.
throw out a... You don't see that often, throwing out a stun instead of just going ahead. And there you go. They look like they could make a B-bomb rush, and I think that's going to tip off Fuse. And there you go. They're going to be making that rotation back. Play's going to be dropped as well as Stainville Theory watching that cutoff.
Yeah, you know what? It is a smart play on Theory's part to go after and get a vantage point and make sure that no one is going to be there already before going to plant the bomb. And now he's going to get the bomb down, and all he has is Sharp up from TK.
And there we go. Now it's going to be a 2v2 now. Sharp watching out as a player. Look at that. Look how close the player is to him, and he does take him out, just spotting him. And now it's going to be Thing2 and Wheats double teaming on Sharp. And Wheats getting a bit excited there, hopping up. Thing2 getting the bomb plant off, or excuse me, defusing the bomb. And like we said, the hype is on now as that momentum changer when that round win. They now won 2 straight in a row. They're about to tie it up possibly.
Yeah, so right there, Wheats is going to get the final kill on, I think that was Sharp? Was that Sharp?
That was on Sharp, correct.
Sharp. So we're going to swap sides now as we're going to go into the 8th round of S&D here on Freight. And that, like I said, could be the momentum changer
most
for Fuse to come back. So we can't count anybody out just yet. Now jumping on with Thing2 as he's going to be pushing for the left side of the map. He is going underground now, only with one teammate right behind him.
Oh, spots a player.
Oh, see,
Neslo.
Neslo, smart play by Neslo
Yes.
to go and just check underground, because you know what, they tried something, so it might work for them. But his Storify does pick up the bomb after taking out Neslo, so 3v3 situation. His Storify didn't close the bottom, so now Theory could, you know what, maybe what if they went for the flank here, which I think Neslo was actually trying to do.
Right.
And it could throw Fuse's offensive game off.
And I think it did. You know, that was what I wanted to point out. You know, Neslo went through. Of course, they traded off kills there, which, you know, is not really that big of a deal. Bring it down to a 3v3, but it stopped the rush from Fuse, and it had them backtrack. But they were successful in diverting and getting that A-bomb plant off. His Storify on that flank picks up 1 kill. Going for the second one, has a player right in front of him. Is he able to get it? Oh, his Storify going big, 7 and 6. You can see Wheats 8 and 5. Stainville, he's still struggling 1 and 6. However, his teammates, that's what teammates are for, picking him up, going big, and now they're all tied up 4-4.
Now we're going to see as his Storify was able to shut down Clay there. Now Glacier hasn't been able to get a kill in the last 2 rounds. In fact, when in the first 4 rounds, he was able to get 6 without any deaths. And unfortunately, well, there we go.
Here we go. This is the fly mode. But you know what? Let's call it as best as we sees it, man. And really unfortunate, man. This match is getting extremely well, but it's still going to get even better as we see Neslo Sharp going for the bottom red position. Actually, standing over there by the logs. We're going to see Bomb in whites. Now he's probably going to be sniping out those top positions over there on Owens as well as Fire. And looking, I do hear an awful Sharp. So apparently, Fuse Sharp just got taken out. So it's going to be Neslo, Clay, and his other player. So Theory. So this could be quite interesting. They're pinned up now on tracks. Fuse is successfully holding them back.
I think after dropping 3 rounds in a row, they have decided to go a little bit more passive in their play, and that is still a 3v4 situation with about 50 seconds left here on the clock. Watching as Neslo is going to be in the middle area, he gets taken out.
Clay.
So now it's a 1v4 situation with the bomb carrier Theory is going to be the only one up. Now, one thing I do see about TK that I would actually change is I would change the bomb carrier. It's always Theory.
It's always Theory, you're right. And you do need some to change that strategy up a bit. You know, if you look at Fuse, there's 2 people who can run objective, and they both can interchange and quite efficiently. So, you know, and I think actually Stainville is one of the, no, he's not, excuse me, he's not one of the objective players. But he is currently, I believe, not maybe 2 and 7, can't see it obviously, but this was a big change. This is what, the 4th game in a row, no, 3rd game in a row now that Fuse has won. They have brought the score from 2-4 to 5-4 in position to take the search and destroy and bring the finals or this best of 5 series 1-1.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they are the attacking squad here. When there goes down 1 already for Fuse, I think that was in fact Wheats. No, it's not Wheats. It might have been Thing 2. It is Thing 2, actually. Thank you, Fatty, for that. And now we're going to have Theory sitting up on top, red. And just looking at it, they do have one TK does have one player sitting back at B, just in case they decide to go underground.
Yeah, this could be interesting. You see Fuse, they're going to be pinned up just about what TK was in the beginning. They just lost that, or excuse me, they just lost the player, so now they got to play passively and work that 3-on-4 situation. Wheats, though, look at this guy. He's crawling, you know, like we said, dead silence, not exactly silent, you know, in quotation marks. So he's just crawling, being extremely passive here, hanging out on bottom red. Now, there's going to be a guy on the other side of that door there. That's going to be Clayster on the other side of Fire door. And no, Clayster's in the back on wood. There's another player inside Fire. Theory's going to be in bottom red. One player's going to be on B. So right now, Fuse doesn't have a lot of options.
No. They need to decide on where they're going to push and what they're going to do right now. And there goes down one player for TK, and Stainville is still going to be up. And it's a 3v3 situation. It looks like they're rotating to B. That's going to be another player down for TK. So it's 2v3 now. Wow. Stainville all the way over by the B side right now.
Oh, this is a 2v2 situation. Stainville successful in getting that. What a brilliant play from Stainville. No one's around him because he made that rotation. You thought with the time running down, TK had to have been thinking, let's cut off A because that's their only option, but Stainville was able to slip through the cracks. Now they're going to work on this 2v2 situation. Neslo, he's going to be peeking through there at the bottom of Owens, as well as his teammates. Theory coming up. Stainville, though, has a line of sight. Takes out Theory. Neslo trying to go big with this kill, taking out Stainville. Is it going to be possible? No! And there it is. Wow, that is fantastic. They just won 4 straight games in a row, Turbo.
Yeah, that is going to be it as 4 rounds in a row right there. So now Fuse is going to go up in the map count 1-1 over along with Team Kaliber. And like you said, man, that was 5 rounds in a row, right? 5?
4 rounds in a row because the score was 4-2.
Yeah, you're right.
4 rounds in a row.
4 rounds in a row,
yes.
Whereas TK actually won 4 rounds in a row as well.
Yes.
So, guys, if you are just tuning in, there is a 1-1 tie right now in the map count between TK and Fuse. And looking at it, Historify, 12-6.
Yes. Historify is a dominant player. You know, Historify started playing Call of Duty competitively in COD 4. Yeah. And, you know, he's teamed with people such as Clay in the past, by the way, with Fly Society. I don't know if you know that team, but back in the day, he did, in fact, compete with him and, was teaming with him. You know, you're looking at Weech, you know, he's a prior firm member. He was pro in Modern Warfare 2. He took a break up until Black Ops 2, of course.
Well, what you can see in this is the fact that their veteranship and their idea of not getting too complacent when they do go down, not to lose morale when they lose one round. They were just able to build up themselves and go through that. So that is going to be a map count for them. And we're going to have a blitz coming up, and that I'm going to be really excited to watch.
Warhawk.
That's actually my favorite map for Blitz.
I know it is.
I'm cheesing right now. Oh, boo-boo, we're going to get it.
Ooh, honey boo-boo child. But anyways, it is going to be Blitz on Warhawk, and we've seen some fantastic matches on Warhawk when it comes to Blitz. It's going to be the same exact thing here with TK versus Fuse.
Do you think TK can pull this one off here? If you guys think so, let us know. Use that hashtag Elgato20K at reflections_II at the Turbo Show. Let us know what you think the score is going to be coming up on Warhawk Blitz.